Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored today to have as our special guest of Chow Entertainment, the Honorable Mike Eng. The Honorable Mike Eng is the former mayor of Monterey Park. He has been our assembly member for 6 years, serving the community of San Gabriel Valley. He was the LA College District Trustee and currently a professor of Cal State LA. And joining us today also our special guest. On the right, of course, we have Dr. Antonio Gelini, who is the founder and CEO of the just concluded Family Film Awards last night. It was very successful, and congratulations, Doctor. And then on the right is Fernandico Gunong Jr. He is the president of the Filipino-American Community of Los Angeles and the Filipino Cultural Center, and soon to be another entity that's coming soon. Okay, and on my left is the host of the show, Lisa Pacheco Chow, who is the president of Chow Entertainment, and who is hosting us here tonight. And Emilia Johnson, the friend and of Lisa, and Rosaline Khan, who is also a friend of Lisa, who has been there in the Queen of Asia Pacific supporting us for the past 2 years. And now let's go back, ladies and gentlemen, to our main guest, the Honorable Mike Eng. Honorable Mike Eng, sir, what top 3 areas do you focus on the issues and concerns that impact the community?
Well, thank you very much, Lino. It's such an honor to be here tonight with such distinguished guests. This is a very critical time, and having been an elected official at 3 levels of government, it's very critical that we make a difference for our communities. I like to start with my name, which is M-I-K-E. One of the first issues, M stands for mass transportation. We are gridlocked right now. We need alternatives for working and immigrant families to get from one place to another, whether it's for work or whether it's for school, to go shopping. I is very important because it has to do with infrastructure. We have to invest in those rusting pipes underneath us. We have to make sure that the buildings that are crumbling, the roads that are crumbling, are fixed. It also stands for immigration. We represent a lot of immigrant communities. A lot of immigrants are fearful right now. They don't know what's happening on a national scale. I'll just be very quickly. K stands for keep California clean and green.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, keep it free from the pollution.
Yeah,
keep it free from some of the bad tendencies that are taking over the neighborhood, which is people fighting each other. And the last thing is E for education. I was an at-risk child, and education saved me. Education is the way that we move from one level to another. I've taught at the community college level. I got my law degree at UCLA, but education is what rescued me, and I think if you add those 4 things, I'm sorry I added one in there as a bonus, those are the things that I stand for.
Oh, thank you very much, Honorable Mike Eng. That was very, very explained very precisely and correctly. So listen very carefully to what our Honorable Mike Eng has said. M-I-K-E stands for the 4 issues and concerns that he will tackle when he goes to the Senate of California. Okay, we have witnessed also the education seminar and student appreciation seminar last week where students from 22 cities and unincorporated areas of the San Gabriel Valley gathered in your home office in El Monte. And I was amazed by their vibrance and vigor, and they were so enthusiastic to support you. Why is that so?
Well, I'm very fortunate to have people like yourself, Lino, and June Fernandico Ganong Jr. that have helped us build a an infrastructure, if you will, for students, a place they can come and feel safe, training, food, air conditioning. But young people really desire very much to serve. They want to serve their community. They don't know how. They want to get involved in politics, but they're afraid of what they see in the television. And we say take that first step. Come. Number one, you can help us input some information to a computer. These young people love computers.
Yes, yes.
If you're at that level, we can put you to work there. Every time someone says, I'm going to vote for Mike Eng, that goes into our database. Secondly, we have people that are willing to make phone calls.
Yes.
And these young people are fantastic.
Yeah.
They're so effective because when the older voters hear an older person like me, they say, oh my goodness, I may not have time. But when they hear a young person's voice, they light up. Say, what? You're actually calling me? How old are you? Why are you involved in politics? And they're more engaged. And then if you want to walk, it takes a lot of energy to go and knock on doors and hear the dogs barking and perhaps have people slam the door on you. But these young people are so enthusiastic. They're willing to do all of these things. They're so energetic. And so that's what we offer them. And then we actually, if they need to us to vouch for their volunteer time, for volunteer hours, we'll do that, because a lot of them may be applying for a job or a scholarship that requires them to show that they volunteered. And we tell people you don't have to be a Democrat or Republican or North versus South or East versus West. If you want political experience, every candidate has to go through this, and we'll teach and train those young people. They're the hope of the future.
Yeah.
And so I gladly do it. Last week we had almost 200 young people in mine, and I felt 20 years younger.
Yes.
And I said, my goodness, I felt that energy. And the voters feel that energy.
Yeah.
And if we can keep those young people engaged, then we have nothing to worry about.
That's right. The key there is involve the children, the young students, leaders, and energize them. And that stands for E of his family name, E-N-G, energize.
Yes,
right?
That's right. My last name, M-I-K-E, and then E-N-G, is the E stands for energize and educate the electorate.
Yeah.
N means never give up.
Never
and that's
give
what we
up.
tell them, no matter what the adversity you face in life. Young people face so much things that, where am I going to go to college? I don't understand my parents. They don't understand me and all. Never give up. And the last thing is G. Go, 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 go. Go register to vote.
Yeah.
Go get your friends to vote. Go run for office. And if you add those up, educate, never give up, and go, 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 you have the formula for a successful life, no matter whether you're a young person, older person, running for office, running a race, running a business, whatever it is, whether you're a man or a woman. If you have these three things, and I'm lucky to have had them in my last name, then we are going to succeed.
Perfect. Those are the three parts of the formula that everyone should remember in all aspects of life. You have heard the Honorable Mike Eng on that. And the next question, sir, is I know that you have a lot of supporters and a lot of endorsements. Could you please name us a few of them, let's say the top 5 of your endorsers or endorsements, and why they did so? Or if not, then what's the reason in simple, in short sentences?
Well, I'm very lucky to have Los Angeles Mayor Garcetti has endorsed us. We have 4 out of the 5 Board of Supervisors of LA County, which is huge. 88 cities, and 4 out of the 5 have endorsed me in this district, Hilda Solis and Catherine Barger. We have the person that asked me to replace him on the California State Senate, Senator Ed Hernandez, who's running for Lieutenant Governor. He said, Mike, come on in. I'm leaving. I want you to run. And he encouraged me to run a big endorsement. Of course, Congresswoman Grace Napolitano has been a great help representing half the district. But the #1 endorsement that I'm glad to announce is my wife, Congresswoman Judy Chu, recently endorsed me. And so I'm so happy to have earned her endorsement. She's been my role model. She served in the State Assembly, served at the Board of Equalization, and now is a member of Congress. And I am so happy to have earned her endorsement.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mike. We have a few minutes to finish up, and you have wrapped up everything that the people should know about you. Now they know. What is your 3 brief sentences that you could share aside from what you have given us, to remember you by as a legacy of your public service?
I was the mayor of Monterey Park, and I want to tell you how I got started in politics. A very important gentleman named Monty Manibog asked me to consider public office. He's the first Filipino-American ever elected in the United States of America, former Olympian, a major attorney, and he's my role model. And when he was asked to name the subdivision, he named it Bataan Place. And people say, well, why do you name your street after a death march? He said, no, I named it after a historical site to make sure that people in America never forget that Filipino Americans suffered in the Philippines so that Americans could have their democracy, and they came here and made this a more perfect democracy as well. So my last sentiment is to always honor the memory of Monty Manibog. My name is Mike, that's the first M, and Monty is the second M, and Manibog is the third M. And that is the three most important M's in my life, and that would be to remember the memory of Monty Manibog. May his soul rest in peace. Salamat, Monty. Salamat po.
Salamat po, Honorable Eng, and thank you very much. And this is Lino Caringal of Chow Entertainment, and thank you, our guests, for gracing us, and our guest here. And thank you, Honorable Mike Eng, for the
Thank you so
for the
much.
interview.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Lino,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Are Walter Cronkite could take lessons from you. You are amazing, amazing.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Mike Eng. It's an honor to